Hi everybody, just thought I'd better give you all a quick update on what's been happening this week in the garage, so stick around. Looking as busy as ever. First things we'll come to, that's my engine build stand, which someone has kindly donated. My mate Stuart has kindly donated to me. Bought some bolts for that, so that's all together and ready to be used once the engine's out of the car. Let's just drag it out, a bit squeaky, so hopefully that will do the job. Big 6-cylinder engine on the end of it. Might have to put an extra couple of wheels on the front, get rid of the single wheel and put a double wheel at the front, but we'll see. Just walking on the garage, I've had even more stuff come through from Rimmers, so the Triumph Specialist, so I'm going to be unboxing that in a bit. That's clutch, slave cylinder and master cylinder repair kit and a couple of rubber boots. The battery's been on charge, constantly on charge. It's let's get my hand over it. So you can't quite see. There's a little indicator light there, which is showing green, and the Optimate is on the maintenance cycle, looking after the battery for me. Temporary workspace again. This is caliper refurbishment area at the minute, amongst other things. So I've blasted these. Quite pleased with the way these have come up. Imagine trying to clean them up with a wire brush. yeah, exactly. So that's that. Bit more's happening on the front end of the car now. Finally committed to machining some holes in here. These holes here are for the bonnet rubber, which is this, which threads in and out of the so it comes up through there, over, down through there, under the bracket here, and then back up, and will eventually disappear back through there at some point. But what I've got to do is decide how I'm going to mount, secure the radiator at the top, because at the minute it's got a little fixing underneath there, which is just keeping it all in place at the moment. So I kind of know what I'm doing with that, so I should be pressing on with that at some point later on today, once I've finished doing this little video update. You can probably see just here, these are the new brackets that I've made to hold the top fingers in place. Again, just temporarily made out of galvanized steel, which is easy to bend, so it really is going to just act as a template for when I do my stainless steel ones at some later date. But anyway, this is just facilitating the build. Looking down there, you can see those silver those silver rectangular shapes sort of in the middle of the screen now. That's the steel framework from one of the original front body mountings. Cleaned them up, blasted them, and I'm using them to actually sit the radiator has been sat on there, just getting that into the right position to make a bit more framework to connect that back up to the top rail here. So we're going to be doing a little bit of welding on that at some point. And then the other thing that I've been doing infrastructure wise is in here. So the bench grinder's now mounted, the electrics are all done now and in. We have got power there. So yeah, power for the fan, extractor fan, and wrench grinder. So the fan is decided to install it, make a little piece of timber to install it in the window frame. So what I'll do is just open the window and switch the fan on when I'm powder coating or spraying or grinding, because at least that way, rather than stick it up there just underneath the light, which I was going to do, that would mean I got a permanent hole in the garage, which I didn't really want. So hence that's why I decided to mount it there. I've got a bit more flexibility because I can just put it in position and take it out as and when I need it. So so that's that. Also got these wooden brackets on the wall here, 2 of them either side. What that allows me to do is to put some large pieces of timber across there, and I can sit my Black & Decker workmate on there. So I've got a nice area for for grinding metal and stuff, keep all the dirt and muck in one area. So it's just a much smaller area to keep clean than the rest of the garage. Okay, right, so let's show you what's been giving me the real headache and sleepless nights over the last week or so. I've got an Austin Maxi radiator, a 1750 Maxi Rad, which has been pressure tested years ago. I had the top switched for the bottom to put the fillers, the entry point and exit point of the of the Rad. Let's just show you that. Down there, I had the top flipped over for the bottom, so the entry and exit points were correct. They did that a few years ago by switching the filler cap from the bottom tank to the top tank, which basically switched the whole thing around. So one of the things I'm considering is removing the filler cap, because I don't need 2 filler caps, because this is going to be where the filler cap goes, because the radiator's got to sit quite low down. So the part that's been giving me the real headache, the fan, electric fan there, that's I think it's 11-inch electric fan, a Spall item, which is a good quality one, so it should do the job. And then this here, this is a galvanized steel fan shroud that I made for it, and you might notice that there's a big gap here. I'll get my finger in there, big gap. There you go. And that's because the original hole that I made put the fan shroud quite a bit higher, probably about 50mm higher than it actually is. And you can see that thing there sticking out in the middle. That is the water pump, and that is a real pain in the arse, because it sticks out so far from the rest of the front of the engine, and I think there's very little I can do about it. So in order to get everything in, what I've had to do is to drop the fan to the bottom of the fan shroud, hence the gap. So I've got to now make a new fan shroud, but you can probably see that there's a gap between the two there, and if I were to slide the radiator back, then the fan would actually sit underneath the water pump. So I could move that back. So effectively what that means is I can now make a fan shroud that instead of being sitting up against the radiator, can sit out about here. So I don't know, probably 20mm away from the radiator, a new fan shroud. So that's okay. That'll sort that out. And then probably what I'll do is I might pivot the radiator so it's sitting a little bit further forward at the front here, so that the radiator is leaning back slightly, and then I'll make a fan shroud to suit, which will level up the the fan, make it vertical, and it will give me a little bit more space inside the fan. So it will run fairly close to the engine pulley. So yeah, you can see it's got me stumped for words because it's been a real pain. I've got the original mounting here off the chassis, very strong. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to make up some steel work to actually bolt the radiator through these 3 bolt fittings here. Better bolt the radiator in position there. So that's what's been giving me the real headache. So that's it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh man, and with the cold as well, it's not great. But hey, we keep pushing on and keep smiling and keep making some progress. So as soon as I finished uploading this, I'm going to be back out there and cracking on again. So I hope you like the update. Please like it and subscribe to the channel. Please share it with people. You must know some people that are interested in this. I am trying to grow the channel up to 35 subscribers now, so yeah, well pleased with that. Thank you very much to all those subscribers that are out there supporting me. The more I get, the more worthwhile it makes things. So that's it for now. So enjoy the rest of your day. Keep smiling, keep pushing on with your projects, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.